I think I've been really fortunate in my career to have been mentored by lots of great coaches. So all the way back to my junior high coach, through my high school coach, through my college coach, I've had great relationships with those guys, and they've really helped shape who I've become as a coach. And my junior high coach is in his upper 80s, lives in Texas, in Arlington, Texas, and we still talk once a month, and still have a relationship with my high school coaches. My college coach stood up in my wedding. So those guys had a huge impact on who I've become as a coach and to get into coaching. So, and one of the things I think that they instilled in me is a team philosophy, and how important it is to build a strong team atmosphere, to build a great culture within your program. And each of those coaches were able to do that as an athlete for me and with my teammates, and I've tried to emulate that throughout my stop. So started at Loyola University, was one of the lucky ones to get a chance to coach at his alma mater right away, and that was really exciting. My college coach gave me an opportunity, and I started coaching the women, coached for 3 years on the women's side, and then my coach left and went to another school, so I was able to take over the whole program and start coaching the men and the women. And we went out to Wichita State, had a great 4 years out at Wichita State, won 4 Valley titles out there on the women's side, and coached some great individuals, and was part of a great team atmosphere, a track and field team atmosphere, which was really exciting. And then then I took over the head coaching job at Bradley, and which is more of a distance-oriented program, and was able to kind of create that same atmosphere all over again. And now I'm really excited about coming to Mizzou and being part of a track and field family again, and looking forward to being part of Coach Halter's team here, and can't wait to get started.
18 years as a Division I coach, what's it like to now be able to carry that experience over into the SEC, one of the top, conferences in the country? What does that mean to you?
Oh, it's an incredible opportunity. It's a great challenge, and I'm really excited to tackle this new challenge and the newest challenge in my career, and to be a part of this staff, to be a part of Mizzou, to help this program fight, scrape, and claw our way up the ladder in the SEC is what I love to do. And everywhere I've been, you just developmentally, you work hard every year, and you climb the ladder a little bit at a time. There's no shortcuts in what we do. And if you lay the right foundation and you grow each year and you develop your kids and you have the right type of kids in your program, this university, this program is poised for great success. Program's already had great success, but we're looking forward to building on it.
How do you kind of plan on contributing to that, into that foundation that's already been built with all your experience that you bring to the table?
Yeah, well, in the event area that I'm going to be responsible for, first and foremost, from a cross-country standpoint, 800 meters up to 10,000 meters on the track, I'm looking forward to diving in, getting to know these kids, finding out what their strengths, what their weaknesses are, where they're at in their developmental process, and building on that and helping those kids continue to become better and better, because the better we are, the better the team's going to be. But I'm also looking forward to doing that within the scope of the track and field family, and being a part of this staff, and doing what I can to help this staff continue to grow. I'm looking forward to them helping me continue to grow as a coach, because as a coach, the minute you think you know everything is when you know nothing. And you've got to always continue to work hard to grow as a coach. And I think by the relationships that you build with the staff, with the student athletes, I've learned more from student athletes over the years than anyone else probably. And I think that's going to be a great challenge here, and I'm really looking forward to it.
Recruiting is obviously a big part in the SEC. What do you hope to be able to contribute to recruiting, and what makes Mizzou so attractive to recruits who want to do cross-country, track and field?
Yeah, I think it's really important to recruit the right types of student athletes. One of the things that really drew me here is that Missouri is very, very important here to do things right, to develop the person as a whole, and I think that's awesome, because every student athlete in the recruiting process wants to have an opportunity to get a great education, wants to have an opportunity to compete against the best people in the nation so that they can become the best that they can be. And every student athlete coming in, prospective student athlete, needs to realize that in their 4 or 5 years here, they're going to grow a ton as a person. They look at where they were as a freshman in high school to where they are as a senior in high school. They're going to see a huge difference. They're going to see that times 10 here in these next 4 to 5 years. And that's something that really drew me to Missouri, was the commitment from the staff here in the athletic department, all the way from Mike Alden down. That's really a key piece to what we do here at Mizzou, and I'm really looking forward to that. And that's been a benchmark in my career all the way through. I feel like if I've done one thing right, I've done that right. I've worked hard to help those student athletes develop, not only as athletes, but as students and as people. And I think that's really important. Now, as far as the SEC goes, you're dealing with the top level there is. And there's nothing more exciting than recruiting into that, because now you look at the type of kids that we recruit here at Mizzou, and you're able to go after the best kids in the country. And there's also an international flair in the program here at Mizzou, and I intend to explore that as well. So, first and foremost, you got to recruit Missouri. The flagship state school here in Missouri, you've got to really do well here in Missouri and get to know these coaches. I'm looking forward to getting to know all the high school coaches here in Missouri and really recruit the kids here close to home. And then as you grow out, I'm from Illinois, and all the coaches that I know, all the relationships that I've built up over the years in Illinois, the first thing they told me is, "Oh my God, you're going to Mizzou." He goes, "That school is hot here in Illinois. Illinois kids love coming to Missouri." And so that's exciting, to be able to go after some of the top talent in Illinois and the surrounding states, So I think it's really important that you start from the from the inside and work out. So we need to take care of Missouri and surrounding states, and then we need to go out and find the best talent from around the country, because now in the Southeastern Conference, you can recruit nationally. You can go down in Texas and get some of the great talent that there's down there in Texas now, and that's really exciting for me to be able to go and work hard to recruit some of the best kids around the entire country and in our backyard at the same time. That's going to be a great challenge, but it's going to be a lot of fun.
And now you've already met with some of the student athletes. How did that meeting go? Maybe what were some of the things talked about, and just what's your first impressions after getting to actually kind of talk with them?
Yeah, I really appreciated the opportunity to talk to some of the student athletes during the interviewing process, and I was really impressed for the questions that they were asking me were awesome. Like, they're very, very into what they're doing here. They are students of the sport. And the training questions they asked, the philosophical questions that they asked, you can tell that they are eager to have someone come in and lead them, and they want to be a part of that team. I think they value that a great deal. What Coach Halter's been able to build, they value that, and they want to make sure there's a coach coming in that's going to continue to build that. And they sounded to me like they're a close-knit group, which is great. I'm excited about that. There's a ton of talent here. In my event area, I know coming in, there's a ton of talent looking at the roster. So I'm really excited to dive into that and to work with those guys. But I was really impressed. They were very mature, very in depth in their look into, hey, who's going to be our next coach, and what are you bringing to the table? What exactly is your philosophy? How do you handle these situations? How would you handle someone that trains like this? And it was great. I could still be sitting there talking to him, so I'm looking forward to meeting with him soon.
And I guess kind of finally, just in your short time here in Columbia, maybe what's some of the things that have stood out to you? And just how excited are you to make Columbia and Mizzou home for you and your family?
Oh, we're thrilled. When we, this is what some people don't realize about my decision to come to Missouri is, outside of everything I just talked about, which is the main reason that we're here. Geographically, this is a great place for our family. My parents live in Peculiar, Missouri, so there's a couple hours down the road. My wife's family is in Rushville, Illinois, which is just under 3 hours, so easy drive from there as well. My dad's a Mizzou alum, so I grew up as a boy with posters of Tony Gowerth on my walls, and a Missouri football helmet on my nightstand, So this is also kind of a dream come true for me, to be able to come to Mizzou and be a Tiger. So that's really exciting. Now, the city of Columbia, everybody we talk to has just raved about what a great place to raise a family this is. And so I have we have 4 boys from 9 down to 10 months. So the Burns boys are really excited to be coming to Columbia, and probably should put Columbia on alert that the guys are coming into town, because it could get a little crazy. So we're really excited about all the things that Columbia has to offer our family, and we're looking forward to finding a house and finding a community to move into.